Insurance policies are somewhat similar, but everybody's settlement, everybody's interpretation, everybody's policy is different. There's a lot of complexities that I think most folks don't understand or appreciate. They just have a piece of paper in their glove box and think it's going to do everything that they expect it to. And at the end of the day, it's really not. You have to have the right policy, not just a policy. And having an attorney helps you navigate through that whole web. I'm John Powell. I'm an insurance agent here in Plano, Texas. My accident was back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I was driving after dropping a kiddo off at school, and I stopped at a stoplight, and someone went right into the back of my tow hitch. A couple days after the accident, I started to lose sensation in my left hand. Most of the energy came to my seat and then into my back and my shoulders. We went in and did an MRI and found that 2 of my discs had swollen and gone into my spine. And so that was pinching the nerves off in my spinal column. Thank God it didn't require surgery, but went into physical therapy, and I was probably in there for about a 2 to 3 month period. I've known Scott for a number of years now. Most of it had been in passing at community events. So Scott's really active in the surrounding community, and he's out and about supporting different organizations, and our paths had crossed multiple times. And he was the first person that came to mind that I knew was an ethical individual that would give me the best guidance in how to approach this from the beginning. And then I knew that he's somebody that I could trust to guide me through the process, but also not to take advantage of the situation, not to take advantage of me, but be advocating on my best behalf. So I think the insurance claim process originally started with filing a claim against the other driver who rear-ended me. I honestly had very minimal involvement once I brought Scott on, so he was able to work with their insurance company as well as my insurance company. And so having an attorney that can go through and really dissect, if you will, those individual insurance policies, making sure that your policy is not only performing the way that it's supposed to, but holding insurers accountable was very helpful. The settlement took care of the medical bills. I started physical therapy, and I was probably in there for about a 2 to 3 month period, and then everything pulled back into place and was able to get sensation back in my hands, and now lead a fully normal life. The best advice I'd give someone is, number one, no matter how minimal you think the accident is, it can take time for the injuries to present themselves. Me personally, whenever we have a client that's in an accident, we recommend a consultation with Snellings Law just to get professional legal advice on what's going on in their case, and also to have it lined up, because sometimes, like I said, in my personal case, my injuries really didn't start to present until 3 or 4 days later. Personally, it makes a lot of sense to reach out to Snellings Law just to have a consultation, figure out what your rights are, figure out how your policy performs, figure out how you should start the process, give you the best advice available, and make sure that you understand what options you have, and then recommend the option that's going to be most beneficial for you and your family.